Hello and welcome to the Experiencing Love podcast. I'm your host, Philip Jocks, and I'm so glad that you're here. I talked a little bit yesterday about doing the thing and taking action, and just how important taking action is. And I was thinking today about maybe some of the reasons why I don't take action, or what determines the quality of my actions. The quality of our actions are determined by our perceived potential, like the potential that we believe we have in ourselves. And I may talk a good game, but I think there's something deep inside me that is still a bit fearful and doesn't quite see or believe fully in my potential. I guess to better describe that, I mean, my heart knows my potential. My heart knows exactly just how far I could go in life and what I could achieve. And the head is different. You know, I always say love lives in the heart and fear lives in the head. The fear side of me, my head, doesn't see as big of a potential because my head is also what is more logical, looks for facts and looks for proof. My heart, its proof is based in faith. It's based in believing. For my heart, out of love, this simple act of believing I could do something is proof enough that I can do it. And historically, it's true. With anything that I've accomplished in my life, before I've accomplished it, I had to believe that I could. Even before my brain knew that I could. I had to overcome fears, and when I did, each time it was my heart saying, "And I told you so," to my head. I told you that we could do this. I told you there's nothing to be afraid about. I told you that even in failure you can learn. But for my brain, I need those facts, proof. And usually that comes in the form of past experiences. It comes in the form of past experiences, and if I've never done something before, or I don't quite see the connection from my past to what I want to do in the future, I don't fully believe I can. Not mentally, at least. And I'm having these brief moments of thought as I'm speaking where I'm coming up with a potential exercise that I can do. And I'm coming up with it on the spot. That'll help me logically see what my heart sees so that I could return to love whenever I'm in fear. And I'd almost describe it as bridging the gap. I need to learn to bridge the gap between the beliefs of my heart and the beliefs of my head. My heart doesn't believe based off the past. It believes based off of the future and my desires. Simply having a desire means that it's something that I can achieve if I really wanted to. My head doesn't look at what I want in the future, it just looks at what I've done in the past. And it decides then if I'm capable of doing something. And so I guess the thought is connecting the past and the future, connecting what I want to do with what I have done. And I think I haven't done this before, or not exactly like this, because sometimes it requires abstract thinking. I think when it is obvious, when the connection is simple, it happens. And we do it subconsciously. But I think it reaches a level sometimes where you actually have to think a little deeper. You have to really sit back and wonder, okay, what have I done in my life that is similar to this? And more specifically, what have I done in my life that does show me overcoming this fear that I'm working with now? Because when we really think about it, we only have the same 2-3 base fears deep down. For most people, they probably have something to do with not being loved, not being enough, maybe even a fear of dying. There's obviously others, and there's even more that are branches underneath those three, but I believe those are the biggest ones that most of them lead to. And with all the experiences I have in my life, I know that there's been many times that I've overcome those fears specifically. So what I'm trying to do now, yes, it may be completely different logistically, but is it really so different emotionally? I say, is it so different emotionally because that's what fear and love are. What's holding us back is fear, and fear is just an emotion. Emotions are our ultimate resource. When people don't succeed or people don't achieve what they want to achieve, they often blame not having the right resources, whether it's time or energy or motivation. But failure is never a lack of resources. It's a lack of resourcefulness. Because someone who's resourceful will find the resources. They will find a way to get the resources that they need. And as I was saying, the ultimate resource is emotions. Confidence, determination, passion, love. Some people even use fear and anger to drive them forward. Emotions are a powerful thing. And knowing how to use them can make massive changes in your life. So how I plan to use this is connecting my past and my future through my emotions. Because that's what I've done before and that's what I aim to do again. We're all chasing emotions. We all have needs that we're trying to fill, and at the end of the day, we're just looking to meet our needs because at the end of the day, we're just looking to feel a certain way. We want to feel comfortable. We want to feel joyful. We want to feel calm, safe, peaceful, understood, accepted, open, playful. And another thing that connects the two is fear and faith both being a part of the imagination. And I've mentioned that before. That fear is just imagination undirected. And I believe that faith is imagination directed. Because the fear of something and believing in something, those both live in the future. As in, they've not happened yet. They're both fictional until they become real. Just one happens on purpose and one happens without our consent. Actually, I shouldn't even say it like that because as soon as we know how this works, anytime we feel fear, we are allowing it to happen. If you know how to bust your own fears, then anytime a fear pops up, you should be able to overcome it. That's what I believe for myself. I'm not saying the fear shouldn't pop up, but I can't let it consistently hold me down. I think over the course of this next weekend and the next couple days, I'm going to try this out. Try out the exercise and see what it does for the actions that I take. Because when I believe I can, my potential goes up. And when my potential goes up, I take better actions. And when I take better actions, I get better results. And when I get better results, my belief goes up. In that order, that's how the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Because the rich believe in more than the poor do. And I don't mean financially. I mean rich in spirit, rich in life, rich in energy. And I want to be rich. Thank you so much for being here. Some of these episodes over the next few days might be a little short, but I'm grateful that you stick around. I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember to always fill up with the love, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I love you.